we're going to be touching in each session, in each meeting, upon different aspects that can help and assist nonprofit and faith-based agencies. And in just a minute, I'm going to turn the mic over to Barry as he's preparing the PowerPoint. We very much appreciate your participation and feedback. And the LRC is, of course, a local community agency, and we're here to strengthen all participants' internal capacity, promote collaboration amongst agencies, and of course, there are 10 agencies that are going to be specifically receiving ongoing technical assistance during this project, and we're going to be, focusing on some specific areas for them. But I think everyone can benefit from some of the general areas. We're all so busy that it's hard sometimes for us to take a look at our own systems and see how we can, just take a bird's eye view, look at what and how we're doing, evaluate it, and see if we can, find a way to improve it, whether it fosters streamlined services or allows us to see more clients or give more services. There are many different facets, that we can all improve our agencies. So without any further ado, I'm going to turn the mic over to Mr. Rothenberg.
Hey guys, how are you? What's up? I see a lot of guys we know here. I just want to tell you quickly, as far as talking in, there's a couple of options here. I see some of you guys are using a headset, some of you guys are using a phone. Just want to tell you quickly, if you're calling in by phone, if you're not on, if you're not on at all, if you're not on with a headset or by phone, you can call in by phone calling 213-286-1201. And then the access code for the conference is 297-228-279. And then you'll be asked to enter an audio pin, which is 72#. Okay? Now, as far as talking in, if you're on the phone or on a mic, you can just talk. We hear you. That'd be great. As far as if you dialed in, you can talk. We can hear you. That's great. There are some other ways you can talk as well. I just want to make sure everybody's familiar with the features. If you'll open up, if you look at the, if you look on the tab that you have, you'll see a hand, a small little hand, and in addition, you have a question box. Okay, so you can either raise your hand and we know you have a question, or you can type into the question box so we know you're there. Can I just ask all you guys just to raise your hand quickly so I make sure you all see it? Okay, great. Okay, great. Thanks so much, guys. I appreciate that. One other thing I just want to mention is that if you guys happen to come across any technical problems, feel free to email Jay Brown. I'm going to put his email up quickly in the chat. Feel free to email him, and he'll help you. He'll help you with any problems you may have. Okay, I'm putting it up right now. Okay, did you guys get that? Okay, great. If you called in and you're in listen only mode, press #72# and that'll take you out. Roger, you got that? Roger Lehigh, you got that? If you're in listen only mode, press #72# and that's the audio pin. That'll get you. That'll get you in. If you're talking with a mic, it's possible that there's a problem with the way the mic is set up in the computer. I see Diana Robinson. Is everything okay? Okay, great. All right, guys. With that, let's get started. One more quick thing I want to mention. If you want to mute yourself or unmute yourself, just press *6. Okay? That'll mute you or unmute you. With that, let's get started. First of all, welcome everybody and thanks so much for joining. It's a true honor. It's a true honor to have such wonderful people here. We're all involved in the nonprofit sector. We're all here specifically, to try to make the lives of people better. And it's definitely a commendable group. First of all, I just want to introduce everybody here. so that we know, so that we know who's who. If you don't want, if you prefer to stay in listen-only mode, just raise your hand, and I'll know to skip you over. Okay. Okay, great. With that said, let me start. I see here Ahuva Gersten. Would you be able to tell us quickly the name of your agency and your title at that agency?
Hi, so I'm the Director of Research and Development at the Special Children's Center. We're a nonprofit organization that we service special needs children and their families here in Lakewood. We provide respite services and support services, and I'm very much looking forward to learning.
Okay, great. Thanks so much. Diana Robinson? Diana? Okay. Nechama Adler?
Hi, my name is Nechama Adler. I work in the Lakewood Resource and Referral Center, and I'm the case manager for the ARA grant.
Okay, great. Thanks so much. Tay Walker, I see your, are you in listen-only mode? Okay. Tay Walker is the Chief Executive Officer of Family Planning Center here in Lakewood. Okay, and the rest are going to stay in listen-only mode. Okay. All right, here we go. First of all, I just want to tell you the purpose of this presentation is to take a basic look together at what makes our agencies tick, what foundations are needed to operate and maintain a successful agency, what's lying underneath the overall agency outcomes. So the topics we're going to be looking at are as follows. The first thing we'll be looking at is the business model. The business model is basically a snapshot of the business's rationale. It's going to be it's a composition of five building blocks that'll show us the core foundations of what makes an agency tick. Just out of curiosity, have any of you, by raise of hands, have any of you ever created an abstract business model, created, on a pen and paper, just, a visualization of the agency? Okay, great. Wow, that's phenomenal. Okay. The next topic we'll be covering is expense and cash flow management. We'll be taking a look at some of the basic, the basic techniques that are involved in expense and cash flow management. The third topic we'll be covering is collaboration. We'll be exploring some of the basic areas that we can possibly collaborate on, some of the basic benefits of collaboration. And the fourth and final topic we'll be looking at is evaluation. How do we know if our agency has gotten anywhere from the year 2000 to the year 2010? How would we measure that? How would we look at it? So we'll be looking at some of the basic evaluation techniques. We'll be spending roughly about 10 minutes on each, guys. Okay, so that's just just for your general information. That's that's going to be the time period. Now, a quick note before we start. I have to mention this. It's a crucial point here. We know that there are two different types of businesses in general in this world. There's the for-profit business and the non-profit business. For-profit business, we know, let's take an example, Goldman Sachs. Okay, we know they're out there to make money, and we know that they do a pretty good job about it, right? The more money they make, the more money goes into the bonus pot, and the more money there is for bonuses for their employees. For the purpose of this webinar, even though we're focused on nonprofit agencies that are not out there to make a profit, they're out there specifically to help the society. At the same time, they all strive to manage with efficiency. They strive to be positioned for growth, for sustainability, and success. Therefore, we'll be discussing management techniques from both sectors, from the for-profit sector and nonprofit sector, interchangeably. I see Tehila Mandel. Do you have a question? I see your hand is raised. Okay, Roger, Roger, you have a question? Okay. Let's move on, okay? The business model. The business model will always describe the rationale of how the agency creates, delivers, and captures value in the market. Okay? What product or service does the agency offer to the market? How do they intend to get it out there in the market? So that's what the business model will always intend to do. Okay? It's going to be comprised of 5 building blocks, and we'll take a look at each one briefly, and then we'll go more into detail. Okay? Let's start. The first component, the first building block, is what? What are we offering? What product do we believe will make a difference to the market? What is our offer? The next component is how. How are we going to offer this? How do we plan on putting this out in the market? What resources do we need? The third building block is who. Who is our market? Who are we offering this to? Fourth building block is expenses. What's it going to cost us to get this product out in the market? And the fifth building block is revenue. What's it going to bring in? Okay? These 5 blocks in a snapshot is the cycle of every business. Every business, at the foundation of every business, you have these 5 building blocks. Now let's look at each one in a little more detail. What are we offering? What is our offer? Diana, is everything okay?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, I see you have your hand raised. Do you have a question?
I don't have my hand raised.
Okay, all right. No harm in that. Let's move on. Okay, what are we offering? What's the offer? Okay, let's take a look at some sample companies. We'll see what this is. We'll see what the offer is all about. Okay. One key thing to realize, one key thing to keep in mind, is that the offer of a business is always going to be built around their mission. Every company, every agency has a mission to accomplish a certain goal. The medium that they're going to use to accomplish that goal is the offer. So let's look at Coke. Okay? What's Coke's mission? Just out of curiosity, guys, any of you have any idea what Coke's mission is? Anybody? Okay, let me show you. Their mission is to refresh the world. Okay, I think that's pretty cool. What product or service do they offer to accomplish that mission? Refreshing drinks, right? It's a hot day at the beach. We're sweating. We're dried out. We're dying of thirst. We're unrefreshed. Grab a cold can of Coke. Boom, we're refreshed. So Coke accomplished that mission. I belong to the world. I'm a human being in the world, and I am unrefreshed. Coke is going to give me a cold can of Coke. American Red Cross. Their mission is to provide relief to victims of disaster. Okay? That means that they believe that there are victims of disaster that have no relief. What offer do they use as a medium to accomplish that goal? Disaster relief programs. Walmart. How about Walmart? I bet you guys have no idea. Walmart has the most phenomenal mission statement. Saving people money so they can live better. Walmart believes that people are missing out in life. Why? Because they can't save money. So what do they offer? High quality products for cheaper. So there you go. You see that every company, whether it's for-profit like Coke, like Walmart, or whether it's nonprofit like American Red Cross, they will develop an offer, right? The what building block in the business model, they will develop an offer based on their mission.